The difference between average and elevated is really all in the details. Let's tweak one small thing today and elevate your look so you can crush your goals faster and easier. This is day 5 of the 5x5 Men's Style Challenge, and let me first congratulate you for sticking with it. Way to go. So let's get into this one. You know, the devil is really in the details when it comes to style. And this is really, as a stylist, when I work with my clients, one of the things, again, that takes the outfit from good to great is how you zhuzh your outfits, what you do to them to make them not look like you just pulled them off the rack and put them on your body. So I'm going to give you 4 simple styling tricks that you can do with any outfit that you have. The first one up, try a new tuck. What do I mean by that? Well, we all know how to tuck a shirt, right? We've been doing it all our lives, tucking it all the way around. But as a stylist, when we're working with people, sometimes you got to play with the way that thing is tucked, right? So David Beckham loves a different kind of tuck, you know? So you can do something with your t-shirt where it's like a pinch tuck. You just take a little pinch and tuck it in your pant, just ever so slightly for that cool, effortless feel. The next one I want to talk about is the half tuck. This is where you take a button-up shirt and you tuck in half of the shirt tail and leave the other half out. And it really is just sort of to like make things look a little bit more casual, a little bit more easy. You're not wearing this to a business event or anything like that. It's great with short. The one thing I will say is if the shirt tail is too long and it looks like it's hanging out too long, don't do that. You have to use your best judgment with this, but try it. See if you like it. The last one I want to talk about is a French tuck. And that is where you tuck in the front of your shirt and leave out the back. So you take it and tuck it maybe, you know, to like, kind of like the size, maybe like your rib cage, and you kind of like blouse it a little bit and just leave it out. Again, this is a more casual look. You're not wearing this to the office. I mean, unless you work in a creative casual office, you're not wearing this, you know, to a formal event. This is when you want to look a little bit more stylish in your very casual outfits. The next one I want to talk about is try cuffing your pants. Now this works really great with jeans and chinos and really can add just another, again, element of style that people don't know why your outfit looks better. It just does. The thing you want to think about here is when you roll them, you want them to roll to hit the top of your shoe. Now I know there's a lot of guys and there is a way, you know, some people cuff them and they cuff them so that we see ankle. That is a very specific look and you can try it and go ahead and do that if that's your thing. But if you do it wrong, it can look to me a little bit dated, a little bit Orange County. If you live in LA and know what that means, no offense, just saying. But you want to make sure it's a very specific look that you can pull that off. And it's something that has the vibe that you want to show. You want to really, when you're rolling them, have it graze the top of your pants, just ever so slightly. Also, you can't wear pants that are like way too wide. Like this is not going to work with a boot cut jean or a baggy jean. This is going to work well with a slim cut, a straight cut, a skinny cut. And one of the things you got to remember when you're rolling the pants or cuffing the pants is that the thinner the leg of the pant, the smaller the cuff, right? It's kind of like a lapel on a jacket and a tie. They have to kind of equal the weight. So if you've got a wider leg, like a straight leg, you can go a little bit wider in your cuff. If it's a skinny leg, you go a little bit narrower. That's it. Next up is rolling your sleeves. So you may or may not do this already, but what I want you to think about when you are rolling your cuffs, that the higher you go with your roll, the more casual the vibe gets. So if you roll it, say 1 cuff, this is kind of nice. It's still a little bit formal. You could probably get away with this in most offices if you're not wearing a jacket. If you're going a little bit further up your arm, your forearm, it's a little bit more casual. And if you're going way up here, a lot of guys do, it's really very casual. So that's really not going to work in a business type scenario. That'll work in a more casual office. The other thing is you can do this with sleeves on a knit as well, right? So it's not just about cuffing a shirt, it's shoving a sleeve. And it just, again, adds some dimension. It can also help lighten you up a little bit. If you're a little bit thick around the middle, it's always good to show forearms and some skin because it just kind of breaks up the whole look. It's not like a block of color. So that's really helpful tool. Same thing when it comes to a button-up shirt. We can get into ruts with everything that we do. So maybe you're just standard operating procedure is that you're always buttoning it to the second button. So maybe if you want to go a little bit more casual, it's a relaxed vibe, it's summer, you're out, whatever, it's linen, you're going to open it up to another one. As long as it has a nice fold and doesn't open up too much, try it. The other thing is button it all the way to the top. You see lots of guys, it works really nicely with short sleeve shirts or print shirts. It's just another clean look and it looks very stylish. with certain outfits. So play around with that. This is what happens. Even as a stylist, whenever I'm styling people, I play with things. We don't just throw it on and go, okay, there it is. We roll sleeves, we cuff pants, we do things, we tuck things, all the things. So when you're looking at somebody who looks stylish, that's probably, and you're like, well, I have a white t-shirt and jeans. Why don't I look like that? It's probably because you're not styling it. So today I encourage you to start styling with one of these tips, or maybe you have another one. Maybe there's something else you've been wanting to try and you're like, hey, today's the day. Well, today is the day. Day 5 is officially begun. Take a picture, let me know what you've done, and I will be cheering you on all along the way.